Evening everyone, it's Ian from DIY Home and Gardening. It is the 3rd of March and I've been doing a load of seed sowing this evening, and these are what I'm going to be doing next. So let's turn the camera around and have a little look. So tonight I'm going to be sowing these melons. Now last year, if any of you have seen the video, I grew Minnesota Midget, which, well, this seed here is actually seed that I harvested from my crop, and the actual fruits get to, I don't know, what's that, sort of baseball type size. Yeah, that sort of the size fruit, probably a bit bigger actually. But it proved to be fairly prolific and good flavour, a gala type fruit, and because of the size of them being that much smaller, they did ripen okay in the UK climate. However, this year I've found this seed melon Emir from DT Brown, which, as you can see, bred in Northern Europe, suitable for growing outdoors, which I grew these outdoors last year and they cropped, and so I'm hoping that actually this one here, which as I say has been bred in Northern Europe as opposed to in Minnesota, will produce a much better crop. Emir is still a small variety, dark orange flesh, as it says in description, very much like the Minnesota Midget, so it will be quite interesting to see how it does. Melons, yeah, you can start sowing the seed from February through to sort of April, May time anyway, but yeah, say we're start of March now, so perfect timing. And having sown these cucumber seeds, and I've sown some Solanum quintoriensis, I've got a couple of rows left to fill. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to do one line of each variety, and exactly the same as I've done these, I am going to be putting in 2 seeds per cell. Reason for doing multi seeds per cell is, quite frankly, I've learned over the last couple of years, it's cheaper and easier to do it that way than to plant 1 seed per cell, then have poor germination or potential for poor germination, end up with a scattered approach or scattered germination throughout your trays, and then invariably you then have to fill another tray up to re-sow more seed in. And the reason you end up doing that is because by that stage, the rest of the tray is normally germinated, so you've taken it off the heat, and you don't want to put it back on the heat to try and germinate another seed or two and sacrifice, well, potentially sacrifice or ruin the plants you've got going. So, as I say, we multi-sow, couple of seeds per cell, and then once the actual plants have got to first proper leaf stage, you can then thin them out to just leave 1 plant growing in each of the cells. So let's get these out. So as you can see, they're quite nice big seeds, so nice and easy to handle, and well, that's great to be honest. So let me just pop those there, and all I'm going to be doing is make a hole in the compost. So this these trays have been filled. Oh, got a rogue staple there. Trays were filled, watered, left to drain for about half an hour, and brought indoors to get up to room temperature. So they're already sitting in this heated propagator unit. So get up to room temperature and starting to warm. Making the holes about 1 centimetre deep, and then into the holes, literally just drop 2 seeds per hole. like so, and just cover over, and then it's a case of repeat. Okay, so that's seeds in, and as I've been doing since well, last year and this, then just do a sprinkling of vermiculite over the top. And what the vermiculite does, so you can use it over small seeds themselves, but actually what it does is it breaks down to basically release macronutrients and just helps to get the seedlings off to a good start. So having put that over, just little spray with some water just to damp it down, hold it down tight onto the seeds or onto the tray, and that is job done. So we'll come back once seeds have germinated. Okay, so here we are, melon update, 17th of March, so exactly 2 weeks on from seed sowing, and you can see these are the melon Minnesota Midget that were my seed saved from. Okay, so I thought I'd show you this morning how the seedlings are looking. 17th of March, so 2 weeks exactly from seed sowing. Got the melon Minnesota Midget. So these were the seed that I saved from last year, and you can see that they're coming through and they've come through quite nicely. So these leaves here, let me go back one stage. So this is Amir. This is the UK bred variety that hopefully will be more cold tolerant and capable of growing outdoors. So you can see these larger leaves here. These are what's classed as the seedling leaves. And then, let me see, right in the very tip there will be where you then get the first set of seedling leaves from, or first true set of leaves. It'll be at that stage that I thin the plants out to 1 plant per cell. So it will only be when you come to do your thinning out or removal and decide whether you're going to be thinning out for putting into individual trays or pots or just discarding. The fact that I sowed the 2 seeds into 1 hole means that really I won't be thinning out in the normal sense to pot on or to move the additional ones into a different pot because you'd just be potentially damaging the 1 plant that you want to keep. So all that I will do is that I'll end up using a pair of scissors, whatever, just remove the one that I don't want to keep and keep the one intact. And so, yeah, this is first stage of the melon development. They were sown same time as the cucumbers. You can see the cucumbers are definitely getting more stretched and wayward. So really, these now want to get into the greenhouse. Just as a comparison and show you, so that is the cucumbers starting to form their first set of true leaves. Next stage, really just allow the melon plants to continue growing, and it'll only be once I can see the roots coming out the base of the cell that I'd then think about potting up, and they'll go into something like a 1 litre or 13 centimetre pot, and that'll be their size pot for growing on, and it will stay into that size pot until we get to planting. So that is it. That's my melon video on starting off the melons from seed. I have got more videos from last year which sort of show my gala melons. Indeed, I've got one from a couple of years ago which was growing honeydew melons, but yeah, this is the start of growing them from seeds. So if you've got any questions, obviously send the questions to me and I'll do my very best to answer them for you. If you like what I'm doing, then please subscribe to the channel. Don't forget to hit that reminder button so you don't miss out on any future videos I'm doing. And always say it, but it is so true. Have fun doing your gardening, have fun being outdoors, or well, even indoors doing a bit of seed sowing. But yeah, make sure that you're doing it and you're enjoying it. So till next time, bye for now.